Tonight on InnerSPACE.
There's got to be a reason all of this is happening at the same time.
Robin Dunne is here to celebrate the season premiere of Sanctuary. Welcome to InnerSPACE, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. We have yet another guest joining us in studio tonight. As you saw, the hilarious Robin Dunne is stopping by later in the show.
Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I just hope he's not mad at us about the whole consolation award at Fan Expo this year,
Yes.
or about how we challenged him to a wrestling match in a tub full of oatmeal.
Yeah.
Or about the
No,
fact that
I really don't think Robin's the type of guy to hold a grudge. I hope. Ooh, he is here to talk about the new season of Sanctuary. He actually directed one of the episodes this season, so we'll put him in the hot seat about that.
I suppose there's only one thing left undone.
What to do about you?
I can't be here, James. We both know it. Everything I touch, everyone I meet, could ruin my future.
You'd best kill yourself.
I'm glad we both agree.
Oh, so heavy. Welcome back. That was, of course, a scene from last week's big Season 4 premiere of Sanctuary. We traveled back to London 1898 with Helen Magnus, obviously a much darker Magnus, who thankfully did not kill herself, but instead opted for a 113-year vacation.
That is a lengthy vacation.
A lot of sick days.
A lot of sick days.
She's
Yeah.
just saving them up.
Saving them up for a long time there.
Robin Dunne.
Hey, what's happening?
Hey.
You guys can't get rid of me. You can't, like, I'm just here all the time. We're just hanging out, you know.
We
It's
try.
Like, it's like charity work that you guys have me on the show. This is what you do. This is like volunteering, right? I like
This
it.
is what we do. It's actually community service.
It is
right?
community service, right? You know, it's just, just paying off those hours. I like
Crimes
it.
in our past.
Yes,
But let's not
exactly.
talk
Yes,
about
yes.
that. Let's talk
Let's
Sanctuary.
talk Season 4. Congrats on launching, although you weren't featured so much in Tempest there at all. Your premiere is, I guess, this coming Friday.
Yeah. I angered somebody over there. It's just like,
You made Kindler angry?
Yeah, finally Kindler was just like, you know what, man? I'm going to write an episode all in Victorian England.
You're out.
You're out. You're out, Dunne. You're out.
So
No,
what's coming for Will Zimmerman?
It's an amazing season, and I know that it's like every year I come here and every year I say, oh, this is the best season we've ever done. But I'm telling you, I don't talk like that. Really, I don't talk. Do I talk?
You go, but here's the thing, and I'm not being a sycophant as I am prone to being, but you're always right, because that's the thing about Sanctuary. It does keep ratcheting things up. Obviously, now we're back in Victorian England, but next week, or this coming Friday, rather, it's all set in present day, right? We're jumping back to the present.
Yes, we're going back to the present. Things are very in flux at the Sanctuary. You're going to see Magnus devising this very secretive plan that's going to... It's a very, very intricate plan that she has for the Sanctuary and how to keep everything together, because obviously we're losing support, of the UN. We're losing we're going kind of rogue a little bit.
Right.
So so Magnus devises this plan to keep everything together and kind of causes friction between everybody in the Sanctuary, because she can't really divulge what she's doing, particularly between her and Will. Yeah, it's you guys mentioned a darker season, and just wait, it's going to get a lot darker.
Really, eh?
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the Empire Strikes Back of seasons.
It is.
Except nobody loses a hand. Oh, spoiler! I gave you.
And no Ewoks, at least in this season. Thank goodness.
You never know.
They might be abnormal.
Oh, there we go. Ewoks is abnormal.
Gotta ask, I mean, how is this fact that now Magnus is 113 years older than she was when she just left, is that really going to change her character now that she's had all this extra time to be alive and learn and grow?
Yeah, absolutely, and I think you're going to see that sort of speaks to a little bit more of the darkness of the character. I mean, that's a lot of time just to be hanging out by yourself, just chilling, you know?
Yeah. It's like college.
It's like college, yeah. It's like grade 4 for me. So that's 6 years of my life.
And lonely.
Yeah, lonely, totally lonely, you know. When you're 12 and everyone else, never mind. Yeah, and so you're going to see, Amanda takes a very interesting approach to the character this year, because, taking into account that fact. And so yes, there's more of a darkness, and also there's more of a, she's had a lot of time to really figure out the next stage of the Sanctuary and where things are going, and yeah, it's cool.
Well, it's great so far. I want to talk about the approach that you, Robin Dunne, took to directing, because episode 6 of this season.
I directed, yes.
Look at that. Is that what you do in the director's chair?
Yeah. That was smooth, wasn't it?
You got to direct an episode.
I did get to
this is
direct an
serious
episode.
business.
And it's like, Wait, so the guy who takes his pants off and like is always saying inappropriate things and like
spinning in his chair.
Yeah, and is doing this.
That's so good.
It is good, isn't it?
What was it like taking the reins like that?
You guys are like, oh, why did we invite him here?
No!
Why is he here? No, it was so much fun. I mean, leading up to it was terrifying because you're like, what? Now I'm going to be in charge. Like I'm going to be directing. I can't just like goof around and be like, hey, look! Oh, I'm taking my pants off. Oh, look! I put Nutella in your toilet. Ha ha ha! You know, I'm actually going to have to actually do some work.
Yeah.
It was kind of scary. I did a lot of homework. I over-prepared for it. But getting onto that set and being able to work on the show, but in a different capacity, was really a lot of fun. And it's a cool episode too because you're gonna you meet Will's dad. There's flashbacks you're sort of really gonna see, and it was difficult in another sense for me, in an acting sense, is because I'm playing Will in different times of his life and flashbacks, and sometimes in one scene you'll see me sort of in one in present day and then in the past. I wear a wicked flock of seagulls. What do you call those things? A wig?
And that's ideal.
That is ideal.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, I was on the set a little while back.
It's your wig that you
It's
gave.
my, yeah,
you
sent
gave it. You sent it.
I FedExed
it
is.
we
In all seriousness, though, I was on set, and the cast had nothing but praise for your directing skills. I thought they were kidding at first, but they swear.
Like, wait a second. Wait, they're
they
actually
were
being
serious.
nice?
Yeah.
No, it was great.
All right, let's open the internet mailbag. We asked you if you had any questions for Robin, and here's what you said.
Okay, this first one comes to us from Evelyn Black, who said, I want to know if it was Robin who played Spring-Heeled Jack in Tempest. Oh, that's a good question.
This character we met in Tempest, who was perpetrating some of these
I wasn't in
murders.
that episode, so I didn't even watch it, so I don't even know.
Oh,
You don't even know.
no
Interesting.
comment.
Is Spring-Heeled Jack
no.
played by one of the cast? It's no secret that Chris Heyerdahl plays Bigfoot, which is super cool.
I wonder how much I can say. Okay, yes, it's someone that you've seen on the show before.
Okay.
I've worked with this person, but yes, but you'll never.
Cool.
It's not who you think it is. It's not obvious.
Okay,
it's not
cool.
the obvious thing, but yes, it is played by someone that you may recognize from other episodes of Sanctuary. How about that?
Cool. Cryptic and cool. All right, Sally Castro said, do you think they will ever bring Ashley back? Good question.
I think I don't know the answer to that. I think there was talk of it maybe in last season or maybe at the beginning of this season. I think that they tried to, but there was scheduling issues. I think the idea is that it would be great. I think the fans would love it, but I think they want to bring. They would only do it if it was really crucial to the story.
Right.
You know, not as like kind of a stunt.
Very cool. All right, this last one comes to us from Sean Wilkinson.
Hey, Sean.
Hi, Sean. Good friend. He said, hi, Robin. I know you love your pranks and showing your butt off on set, but what prank would you love to play on the cast of InnerSPACE if you could? And will there be any payback to the award Teddy and Ajay gave you at Fan Expo this year? Sean was, of course, there when we presented you with the Constellation Award.
And apologies for spelling your name wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
That wasn't intentional at all.
No.
Any payback?
Hold on, just wait a second.
Yeah,
Wait a second.
yeah.
So that thing you gave me was a prank?
No.
'Cause I thought that was like, I mean, it's up in my.
Yeah, no, it was.
It's up in my living room.
Sincere. It was.
Wait a second. Were you guys screwing with me? Because that's not nice.
No.
We spent
That's
a
not
long
nice.
time working on that. In all sincerity,
There was even like one day where I was hungry, I had no food in the house, and I scraped off that macaroni and boiled it up. I mean,
that got you through the week.
I got me
Are
through
you
the
okay? 'Cause
good
there was
carbs.
glue all over that
Oh yeah,
macaroni.
that's what made it good. It kind of just went down really.
glue flavor just enhanced.
This season, I know you're done shooting it now, but was it replete with pranks as well? Because it is a really fun set to be on. You're obviously one of the big perpetrators. Does it still feel like that fun family?
It totally feels that way, and we have a great time together. We're always like we constantly say that we're working in the wrong genre because we're constantly goofing off and having a good time.
All
right.
Good to
not
hear the
code.
set's still a very serious place.
Of course, Sanctuary is right here on Space, Fridays at 10. Robin, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for
Always a
having me.
pleasure.
You know,
a happy place.
Another hour of community service is over for you guys. It's great. Yes.
We're close.
Well, that's all the time we have with this thing, InnerSPACE, tonight. Thanks so much to Robin Dunne for stopping by. And don't forget to catch him on Sanctuary tomorrow night at 10 p.m.
And that show is on right before InnerSPACE, so be sure to stay locked onto our channel because Amanda Tapping will be featured as our star of the week, and she's also directing the episode of Sanctuary.
Amazing.